Hello, I'm Marcus and welcome to BBC News. Today in the headlines, Cyprus are to hold talks amid budget fears. Social networks are to limit data stored. And in sport, Brian O'Driscoll has received a 3-week ban.
Hello and welcome, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Tamsin.
Today we'll be discussing the proposed uniform change for girls.
At the moment, the lower school wear blue ties and the upper school wear black ties, but the head teachers have proposed that these ties are removed for all girls.
We will now hand over to our correspondents who have more on the story.
Today we're here at Charter School to interview some teachers and pupils to get their opinion on the proposed change in girls' uniforms.
I'm Hannah and I'm here with Ava to interview our first pupil, Anna.
So what do you think of the shirts?
I'm personally not so keen on the new design because I think they're a bit old-fashioned, really. They don't really fit the school, our school colours really either. So sort of.
Do you think it's more practical with or without ties?
I think it would be more practical with a proposed uniform because after PE we don't have to put ties on.
Me and Hannah are now here with a Year 7 pupil to ask them about the school uniform.
So Kiri, do you like the new school uniform or do you prefer the one you're wearing now?
I prefer the one we're wearing now.
Do you think ties are good to wear in school?
Yeah, I think they're good because they make you look smart.
Do you find it in any way sexist?
Not really.
Thank you. We're here with the head teacher of Charter School.
Why have you decided to change the girls' uniform?
Well, for many years actually. I mean, I've been here long enough to know when, about 15 years ago, we didn't have ties for girls then. And, you know, you go through phases, don't you, as a school, with trends and things, and should girls be allowed the same privileges as boys and therefore have to have the same rules as boys. So we decided a long time ago that perhaps girls should wear ties, but we reviewed that again now. We actually think if we're preparing you for work or adult life, no girls I know of wear ties outside of school, so we decided to think about asking students and staff and parents what they think about getting rid of them.
Are you aware that many boys find it unfair?
I haven't heard that, to be honest, and I'd be surprised. If they're saying that, I suspect it's just to provoke a reaction. I don't actually believe that they think it's unfair. It's like, unless they want to wear dresses, of course, or skirts.
If parents and governors vote in favour, how quickly will this come into force?
We're hoping to introduce it by September, so that girls can wear their revered collared blouses in the summer term, and then in the winter term continue to wear either the white ones or the new blue ones if they can get them in time.
If they vote against it, what's going to happen?
Well, I think we'll have a look at that at the time. I doubt very much whether that will happen. If they vote against it, well, we might delay it for a period of time and go out and find the reasons why they're against it and talk to people. And we don't operate a system where we're that autocratic. I think we would listen to what people say.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Enjoy the day.
Back to the studio. We're here with Nitish, a student in Year 8.
Do you think it's fair that girls get to change in uniform?
Well, I honestly don't think it's fair at all because I suppose there is some logic because girls don't have to wear a lot of ties when in work and things, but I still think it's really unfair because if the girls should have changed, then so should the boys.
Do you think a new uniform for boys should be introduced without ties?
Well, I think that if the girls don't have to wear ties, I think that the boys shouldn't have to wear ties either. In a way, I'm thinking that it should be more linked to fairness rather than like that logic that they're saying.
Are there any other changes you'd make to the boys' uniform and the girls' uniform, in fact?
Well, the boys' uniform, of course, obviously, I would get rid of the tie, really. And we have these summer polo shirts, and I think that they're a lot nicer than our shirts. I think our summer uniform should also be linked to our winter uniform.
Thank you,
Nishish. Thank you. That concludes our report on the proposed uniform change for girls at Charters.
Today we have seen that the boys find it unfair that girls wouldn't have to wear ties.
And girls prefer the current summer blouse.
We will see in weeks to come how this story pans out.
Thank you, and back to Marcus in the studio.
So, we are both very aware that you two are some of the most socially active girls in our year, and we wanted to know what your opinion was on this pressing issue in the internet world. So what are your opinions on the social networking sites being able to take down all your personal information, pictures and videos?
I think the sites like Twitter and stuff shouldn't have the right to pull down people's photos because people can do what they want on there. But then, like for children under 13 and stuff, they should know and be responsible enough to know that everything you can put up there can be seen by everybody. So, if people aren't responsible enough, then maybe it should happen.
And how do you feel about knowing the fact that people who are under 13 are avoiding these rules and making accounts anyways?
Well, I think these rules are there for a reason, and that the internet is dangerous, so they could potentially be putting themselves in danger, and that people can see their photos no matter how, because things do spread around.
So overall, what is your personal opinion on the social networking sites taking down all your pictures and videos? And how will it affect you in the near future, being tweens yourselves?
I don't really mind because by the time it's put into place I'm going to be 13, so it won't affect me. But I think it is a good idea for younger children because they don't really understand sometimes like what they should put up and what they shouldn't.
So let's just say thank you to Millie and Annie for their very open and insightful answers. And that's it from us. Back to you in the studio, Christian. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Mokum and today I'll be doing your BBC Sport for today. Luis Suarez, Liverpool, 100% certain that the striker will stay at Anfield. The 26-year-old is reported to have said he would consider leaving the club if a team playing in the Champions League were interested in his services. But Air said whether he was 100% confident of keeping hold of the player, replied, yes, absolutely.
Now we head over to Rome, where there has been a lot of controversy this week in the match between Italy and Ireland. Ireland's Brian O'Driscoll appeared to lift his right leg and bring it down on the chest of the Italian flank, as seen here. The 34-year-old received a 3-week ban for his actions.